Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and welcome to Tuesday Stories and Stamps. Today, the focus is going to be on a really adorable milkshake bundle, and this card is actually going to be part of the bundle focus tutorial group that I participate in, and you can get the tutorial for free with a $35 purchase. So that's an awesome deal, and I love milkshakes. Actually, a really good milkshake in like the 50 style diners. So I've decided, take a peek. Here is the stamp set, share a milkshake. And then what's nice this year is that Stampin' Up! Is calling their dies by the same name, so you don't have to guess. So the share a milkshake stamp set and the share a milkshake dies. And when I started stamping, see, I stamped all the words already. And then I started stamping and die cutting the elements. And this is what the cup looks like. So that's this stamp set, this one here, and this one layered over top. And it just kind of gives this illusion of the change of color, like it makes it looks a little rounded. Um, and well, before I show you anything else, I'm going to open this up. Oops, I don't have any magnetic sheets to put inside, so it's kind of loose still. I like putting them in the inside. So this die looks a little bit like a cloud. And then it's got a little line in here. And I'm going to show you what that does. So it actually cuts a little slit in there. So it's like a cloud with a slit, but that slit is perfect for the straw. See? So that's a two-step stamp. So that just goes right on here like that. I just thought it was adorable. Okay. And then there is this die right here. And it makes a waffle cone. But when I see the cards, so it cuts out like this, and it also, you can see the detail in there, and then it just folds on those score lines, like so. But it's kind of flat looking. So what I do is I take my bone folder. Now let me see. I think I put my bone folder away, just across the other side of my camera, and you just weaken the fibers, and that way you can give it a little bit of dimension like that so that it's more rounded, that it actually looks like a cone instead of a flattened tortilla. And then I brushed it with my blending brush and with crumb cake ink, but we can do that later. And see, so then it looks like this. So super cute. And then in the inside, so you just put a little bit of liquid adhesive on here, seal it shut. Then take a peek. So here's another one. It's been sponged. And then there's also a die that cuts a little spoon. See? And you can put the spoon inside that as well. But you see, this is what they show inside the cone, but that doesn't look very good because you can see this open space underneath. It's just floating in there. So I thought, well, why not lay that in there and then tuck another one over top, and then we can move it a little bit. And you just layer them in there, and then it looks more like a full ice cream cone. So that's that. So that was that cute thing. And then the last one, I'm just going to move this out of the way, is there's a cup, a little cup for a sundae. So then you put a little die cut in here. And then there's a little smaller, looks like a cloud. That's for the chocolate sauce, and it goes on top. And then there's a little cherry. Look how cute that is. So, and then there's also another little one that stamps. And it's a two-step stamp. So you're stamping this one and then this one over top. And then there's a die that cuts out some hearts. And I thought, well, you could use those as hearts, but you could also use it as a quirky way. Just a sec, my fingers aren't working. To fill up this little container. Tuck it down. And you've got your ice cream in here. I need my take your pick tool. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was kind of fun to just, looks cuter when you just do it randomly, like so. So now, are you ready to make a card? Oh, there's one more die. There's this one. And I think you would use it as an element. I thought about rolling it up. Like if you use your bone folder again to make a waffle cone, but I don't know if that's actually doable. It kind of is. Kind of gives that illusion. If you flatten it a little bit. Let's see. Sometimes you just have to play. I don't know. Not sure. Not sure about that if you'd have to layer it, but I'm not using this one today, but I thought it would be fun to show you. It's a cute element. But what I did decide to do, I decided to use, let me move this all the way. So we're using the Share Milkshake. I wanted to use the Stylus Shape dies because I needed something for my sentiment. So I'm going to use this one. And then for some added interest, the color and contour. See, these are called scalloped contour dies. I'm going to use, oops. Oh, of course, that one's missing. A long scallop edge die. Here it is. This one. So that's the one we're going to use. So, are we ready to make a card? I've been yammering on quite a lot, and you're thinking, Jackie, let's get to it. Okay, so I'm using a large Memories and More card and a piece of paper from the Country Lane Floral Suite, and this is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. You could use this for Valentine's Day, but you definitely don't have to. You should send notes of love all year round, not just on February 14th. And remember, Valentine's Day is not just for your romantic partner, it's also for friends. Platonic friendship is just as important as romantic love. We tend to prioritize one over the other, but really, friends are super valuable. There you go. And your romantic partner can't be everything to you. Okay, so now I'm going to use this piece in here. I like the feel of that. I was actually playing with this, but that's way too busy. So we're going to use this side, and I made a scallop with the gingham floral, the country gingham. So we're going to lay this on here, and I'm going to, well, we'll first put some, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Put some adhesive along this side. And then I'm going to line it up with the scallops so that I'm going to trim it. So I want to go mid-scallop on top and bottom because that will look the nicest. And then I want to go that far. I don't want that there. I want to make it look like there's just circles coming out. I don't want that seam, that point. I want that hidden. So now you can either use scissors or you can use your trimmer. I'm looking for my trimmer. Here. So I'm holding it upside down and I'm laying it like so. Oh, actually, I can just go right up to the top. And then on this side, I'm going to just use the lines on the trimmer to keep it straight. There. So now we have that trimmed, and I'm going to lay it like this on my card. It just gives it a whimsical feel. I'm going for a 50s retro idea. And then I thought about maybe using the ribbon, but I think that might be too much. Yeah, I'm not going to do that this time. I might make a second card and then compare the two. But what I thought I would do is I would arrange my things at the bottom here, my treats. And then this one I have to put together yet, the sundae. And then I was going to put this one on the other side and then the sundae in between. And then at the top, I want to do my saying. So I thought I would do Life is Sweeter with You. So let's do that first. And we're going to use our Stamparatus. And so if you look, I've got my negative here. I was thinking about using this as well from the scalloped and contours dies, but it's too big. So we're not doing that. So I'm going to put this in here. And we'll ink it up in black. I like to share with you, I guess that's the stories part. I like to share with you my rationale behind how I make the card, why I chose a certain thing. And I find that can be helpful when you're making your own cards, like what the process is like. Okay, so now I'm going to lay this under here. I don't want this to go all the way across. I want it to go like so. And then I'm going to cut this off here. Okay. And of course, that waffle cone is a little bit bulky, but I'm hoping it will go in the mail. And if not, it's going to be the kind of card that you actually give to somebody. So I'm just laying my elements kind of the way I want them to go. And then I can decide how high it needs to go. Okay, so we're going to put together, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. There, and hopefully I'll remember to zoom out later. So we're going to add, we don't want that white stripe at the bottom. So we're going to put a little bit of adhesive on the bottom of this dish. I have to clean my desk again. I'm making a mess. So I just lay it on like so, and then I'm covering off that white piece. Okay. Oh, and there's a bit of, I should be using grid paper, but I find that my camera doesn't like grid paper. It doesn't know how to focus. It gets all upset, and then I have a mess. See, so that's the chocolate sauce. So we'll put a little bit of adhesive on the back of that. And it's all in the details. This is really cute. Oh yeah, and I have to stamp, I'm going to stamp one of those ice cream pieces to show you how I made it a little bit variegated. So with a couple different shades. I'm going to go up a little bit. There. And then the cherry. Now, I don't have a two-way glue pen here in the Netherlands, but you can use your two-way glue to make a layer of clear adhesive, and it dries all shiny, just like our crystal effects. So here we have that. It's done. Cute, hey? And I'm going to show you how I did this one. Okay. So we need a piece of white cardstock. So I'm going to use Blushing Bride, and this, make sure that you've got the right smooth side up. Pick up your stamp with your block, and then we're going to stamp that in Blushing Bride. Oh, you know what? I should have used my, okay, well, we're not going to. I should have used my Stamparatus, but you can use your clear block and it should work. Let's go off to the side here. The Stamparatus would have been much better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a sponge dauber and Calypso Coral. And if I use the Stamparatus, I could just stamp it over without having to really be careful. So now I'm just inking up around the edges with a little bit of Calypso Coral, just to give it some more different shading. Okay, so now this is important because I have to stand up and hover over top. There, see now, isn't that pretty? So you've got two shades. Now it works quite well because you've got a clear block. Oh, my camera doesn't really want to zoom. And then I'm just going to use the die and cut it out. I think I put the die away, but there it is. This one's even prettier than this one. Goodness, I'm going to cut this one out and use it. So I have cut out, oh, the sun is shining. Can't see a thing. It's not picking up the color. Oh my word, I don't know what's going on. Okay, this is the thing that we'll use later. I'm sorry for the terrible quality here. I can't complain about the sunshine. That's wonderful. What I do want to show you now is with crumb cake ink. I did get out some grid paper. You see how it doesn't focus very well. But we're going to take crumb cake and our sponge dauber, our our blending brushes. We have mini ones now too, and we're just going to go over top of it. And I think I might need to re-ink. Could have gone. And you know what I'll also do is, if I'm really lazy, and I think I did that with the other one, look, just press it right in there. Look. And then you get a dark waffle cone, but you don't have to wait. And it actually looks quite nice, I think. And then there you have it. Oops. This one side does have to go in first, or it won't fold. Okay, so you've got a nice, yummy waffle cone. Okay, let's put our card together. I think it's going to look really nice. So we've decided that we're not going to put a ribbon on it. So I can put this down flat. I'm using a liquid adhesive, so be sure that you don't squeeze too hard. You want a nice thin line of adhesive to come out, not thick or it will ooze. I'm going to put that. I'm trying to make sure that my edges on this side and this side are the same and that the top and the bottom are the same. It's not a perfectly centered thing, and that's okay. And then we're going to put this right near the bottom. I could pop it up. No, I'm going to do that one flat. I'm purposely leaving a little bit here just in case I want to tuck it underneath. I don't think I do, but just to give myself some options. There. And I think we'll pop this one up. And the little straw was stamped first in Blushing Bride and then in Calypso Coral. And I'll show you. I didn't want to do this. So the solid one was Blushing Bride, and then the little stripe was Calypso Coral. And there's a little die for that. So that's fun. So I'm just going to flip it, and I'm going to make sure, see how the straw is not going, it's not extending past the froth? That's important. Okay, Jackie, what did you do with your dimensionals? Oh, they're exactly where they're supposed to be. So I'm going to secure that with a dimensional right there. Now it's not going to move on me. 2 dimensionals should do it. Take the backings off. They will be found all over your house. That is how other people know that a crafter lives there. And now I'm going to pop this guy up so that it comes into the foreground. And I'm going to, just in case I didn't have enough adhesive, I'm going to put that right in on the seam there. I'm sorry, I think that maybe my card was not totally in the picture. If it was off screen, I apologize. Okay, like so. And then we're going to take our waffle cone and put the ice cream inside. So we have, oh, guess what? I still forgot to use my really pretty one. Oh, well. This one is going to go down first, and I'm going to pop it up with a dimensional. Let's see. Just to fill in that roundedness. Like so. And then I'm also going to, I have to figure this out. I don't want that slit showing. So, and then, no, this one did have a spoon in it. That's true. So I can leave it like that. I don't know how much we need here, but that's where the playing part comes in. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, let's take it out. We're going to put a dimensional on there so that it also sticks up a little. I'm just putting one in. And down it goes. I'm not sure if that was right. Now I can't remember what I was doing. How bad is that? Okay, here. So, and then this one is going to go flat. And then I have a nice fat ice cream cone. It looks a little bit 3D. And I have that slit there, I know. I'm just going to give that a little press. Maybe just put this handle in there. Press it down. And then here is my cute little spoon. Silver spoon. The sun is shining so that it's hard to see. But now I'm hoping I can get it in there. There, yeah. And it doesn't matter which way it goes. There. And I don't know, they do sometimes give you a spoon with a waffle cone. So this is going to go like so. Perfect. And just some adhesive on the back, and then I'll zoom out a little bit. And it can go over top a little. There. Lovely. Here, let me zoom out a bit. You can see all the dimensionals. Oh, in, out. Okay, good. And then I think I'm going to leave this flat. And to me, I feel like it's a mission accomplished card because I find that it definitely is giving me the feel of being in a 50s diner, and it looks great. I'm really happy with this card. I hope you like it too. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up on YouTube because YouTube likes it and they'll promote my videos if I have more thumbs up and if I have more comments. So please do take the time to comment. It makes my day. And it's nice for other people too to see who's involved in the stamping community. So, and then if you are looking for a demonstrator, I would love to have your business or to have you join my team. So the links will be in the description below the video. Just click on the show more and then you can read all about it. So anyway, I'm hoping that you guys have a fantastic day. I'm so happy you joined me. And I hope that you make cards and send them because together we can change the world one card at a time. Bye.